Good morning, Keller Williams. Welcome to Friday, July the 3rd. Supposed to be a great day today here in Freddie, and suppose that it'll be a beautiful day throughout the province. Amanda is busy at transmittal. We're getting very close to doing that. Looks like we're going to have a very, very strong finish to the month of June. And July looks very, very good thus far. So keep selling, keep getting the listings, and keep doing what you do best by getting our unfair share of the market. So let's give you the COVID coronavirus update. It's been more than a week since a new case of COVID-19 has appeared in New Brunswick, which opens up part of the Atlantic Canada bubble today. 2 of the 3 people with active cases of the respiratory virus are in the hospital. Both are in an intensive care unit. The Atlantic bubble begins today, and people in the region will be able to travel to all 4 Atlantic provinces without having to self-isolate after crossing a provincial boundary. And if you were looking at the news today, the lineups going to Nova Scotia PEI are exactly large and long. Don't forget, if you're traveling, you must bring ID with you and be prepared to answer all of the questions. So, as of today, we have 3 active cases, 165 cases in total, 160 have recovered. We have 2 deaths and I guess 2 people in the hospital. If we look at our technology side, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to all those people that put an ad through Facebook Command. We're busy looking at them. I was hoping that we would have had more than what we had, but thank you to the ones that have done it. And I wanted to give a reach out this morning to Chelsea Ferguson from the Woodstock office. Campaign goals: advertise the listing. Her target area was Toronto, an 80-kilometer radius. Current status as of July the 2nd at 9 p.m. She ran a Facebook campaign, had 1,366 impressions, and had 22 leads. That's day 2 of a 10-day campaign. Her total spend was $6. It's never a bad time to start a new campaign. There's 22 new leads for her in regards to lead generation and creating a database and getting business. So there's all kinds of ways to generate some leads and get business without making cold calls, and that's why the Command program and the platform is set up for you to do just that. I encourage those that are not using Command to get a little bit familiar with it, because we're moving very, very close to compliance under Command, and one day soon all of us will need to be using it. So today I would like to announce that Keller Williams Capital Realty has a new open house procedure. Keller Williams believes that it is important to provide open house services to the general public in a safe and controlled way. When there is a limited listing inventory, house showings on a single property will increase due to reduced supply and increase in demand. The scenario can result in more than a dozen showings in a single day for one house, and Keller Williams, as the listing brokerage, cannot protect its clients in a responsible way, as other brokerage may or may not be following the recommendations of the Emergency Measures Act, Government of New Brunswick, and or WorkSafe New Brunswick. By implementing a control open house policy, Keller Williams will be able to provide a safe measure approach to house showings with controls in place to support personal distancing wearing of masks, gloves, and the use of disinfecting options, and contact tracing. This may or not be limited to multiple viewings of a single listing in one day, but open houses provide another option to homeowners who may appreciate the additional controls to limit the spread of COVID-19 within their own space. Open houses also support the construction and development projects that rely on this option to be part of their business model. It is for these reasons that Keller Williams Capital Realty is moving forward with a plan to safely implement an open house policy. So Keller Williams open house procedure will be as follows. In order to conduct an open house, the COVID form shall be signed by the seller before the open house can proceed. The open house attendees will text the agents when they arrived at the open house and wait in their vehicles until they are notified by the agents to proceed. The agents shall mark the outside areas with pylons, tape, etc. to indicate proper distancing in case a lineup forms. The COVID-19 will be required during the open house in visible places. That's the signage. The open house safety guidelines sign will be posted outside the home, and we'll show you where that is in a second. The open house will require 2 agents to be in attendance during the open house. The first agent will be outside asking the attendees the questions on the COVID-19 buyer form and obtaining signatures. In addition, a sign-in and sign-out form will be used. Photo ID will be required. Social distancing shall be maintained, and the agent will ensure that only one party of 2 will be permitted inside the house at any one time, and no kids will be permitted to entry. Once all preventative measures have been met, the potential buyers will be supplied a mask and hand sanitizer before they enter the home. The second agent will be on the inside of the home, maintaining social distancing, and all the lights, doors, etc. will be open, turned on for potential viewers, so no handling of lights and doors will be necessary. After the viewing, the buyers will leave the house, and if they have any questions, they will ask the outside agent. As the buyers leave, their masks will be discarded in a waste bag, and hand sanitizer will be provided. The agent inside will take them after the open house for proper disposal. The agents conducting the open house must ensure that they have an electronic copy or hard copy of their Keller Williams operational plan with them at all times in case they are asked by officials. Now, we're going to have to update the COVID operational plan to include the Atlantic bubble and make sure that is consistent, because I was just told yesterday that an establishment was approached by officials, and their operational plan was not up to date in regards to what's currently going on with emergency measures and public health, so they have to update it. So by the end of the day, we will have all of that updated, and we will send it out to you electronically so that you can have it on your phone, because I can rest assured that whoever starts these open houses will probably be approached by officials to demonstrate their Keller Williams operational plan and to ensure that you're following the guidelines as presented in this open house structure. Now, this open house allows people to do open houses. There's not a whole lot of inventory out there to be doing open houses on. This is not a rush to do open houses. If there's not enough inventory, then that's fine. This will allow our agents who've been asking for open houses because they're developers or townhouses or vacant homes or what have you, they want to be able to start doing open houses in them, and this will allow that to happen. So in the last sheet, we just want to show you that for the safety and hours, please see the following. guidelines for attending an open house. Only 2 people allowed inside at one time. Please text when you arrive the open house. Please wait in your car until I text you that we're ready to start the tour. Practice social distancing, wear a mask, and do not touch surfaces inside the residence. So this chart here should be posted so everybody is very aware of what's going on for an open house. Now, this is new, so if you have any questions or any concerns about the open house, please send me a text. We can have a conversation. This is a start. We haven't got anything back from NBREA, so I'm not going to hold this up any longer. We're going to start the process, and I'm sure that over the next 4 to 5 weeks, we'll probably have a different directive, and if that's the case, we'll share that with you as well. In concluding, we've had a great month of June. It looks like July is going to be a good month as well. If there's any reason to need to call myself or Scott or anyone on leadership, please do so. Have a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to July. And right now, if we look at 90 days from now, we're actually working on the 4th quarter. So the year is going very, very quickly, and Keller Williams is very, very proud of each and every one of our partners, and what you do makes a difference in your community and in your lives and in Keller Williams' lives as well. So on behalf of Scott and I want to say thank you, and again, have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.